Hello, today I'm going to show you how to use Lesson Command plugin to use NPCs. First, you will need to enter the command where the NPCs are created, or the commands for creating the NPCs are defined. In this example, it will be 245 Google Sheets. So once you enter it, it's going to run a series of commands that includes teleporting you to the location where the lesson will start, as well as setting some values or flags such as putting you in creative mode, putting students in survival mode, setting times and such. This will be covered in another tutorial, but in this tutorial let's just focus on NPC creation and management. Right, I'm going to show you the Google Sheet where this is defined. This is where the commands are defined. As you can see here, we're currently looking at lesson 245, and column A contains all the commands that's going to be run once you type in the P command 245. Here you can see these NPC commands. There are quite a few of them. Let me go through each one of them one by one. Let me go through the last one actually. So here, you're creating obviously an NPC called nurse at coordinates -518 and so on. Notice you need to follow the syntax exactly. So you need to have these spaces as well as these dashes, and these XYZ coordinates separated by colons. And you select it. This is not actually necessary, but just to make sure that it's correctly done. And it's followed by NPC look, which tells the NPC to look at you once you're near. And then download the skin from this following site. Unfortunately, this is pretty much the only way to do it, although it has certain bugs that this plugin is not actually fixing at the moment, which is quite annoying, but it's something that we need to live with. I'll explain later how this is overcome. And then the NPC Follow -P makes the NPC follow you when they can. And then the Waypoints Disable Teleport. This is also a must command. It needs to be included so that the NPCs don't actually teleport you when they can't get to you. Now this is very important in the lesson that we're using as the example. This is because the NPCs will be created within prison cells, so they won't be able to follow you unless they teleport, and the teleportation is by default on, which means that they will automatically get out of prison, which is not what you want. You obviously want to disable it so that they can get out of prison once you destroy the blocks that are blocking. In this example will be iron bars. So this is repeated for all the NPCs that are created. For example, soldier, engineer, student or Mia, janitor, and so on. And remember what I said about the skin download getting errors many times. This is overcome by a trigger menu. Trigger menu is numbered menus once you press the command, once you enter the command, P command in Minecraft, which will show you the sections, numbered sections starting from 0, and all these P trigger sections are in yellow. So let me show you what it looks like. Here, as you can see, sections 0 and 1 are P triggers. P triggers are menus that you can select in order to run a series of commands. Like you can see here, all these NPC commands you will automatically run once you press 0. It's 0 because it's the first one. And notice this DSC followed by 2 colons. This is description. This is short for description. It's basically so that the teacher using this menu one need to see all these commands to see what, to understand what it does. So the purpose of it is to make sure that teacher can quickly figure out what the menu or the section is gonna do. So once you press this section 0, it's gonna try to download the NPC skin, and notice that it still gives you lots of errors. This is not, something that I cannot control. So you just need to do it multiple times so that every one of NPC have the correct skin. And notice that once you have a correct skin for an NPC, even if you fail afterwards, it's not going to replace it. So which means that you press this menu as many times as it takes, but for each NPC to get the designated skin, they just need to succeed once for each NPC. Excuse me. Yep, so that's pretty much it. And sorry. Once I destroy some of these iron bars, notice it's gonna follow me around. Yep, so that's it. Thank you.